Oh, yeah, and we'll be seeing the 250 pros a little later on. But here are the ladies, and believe me, this one in particular is not afraid to gas it. That is Mercedes Gonzalez, #1 in the world of women's motocross. They're at the gate, which falls towards them. One difference in today's coverage, they're riding the Carlsbad course in the reverse direction of what we have shown you before. Mercedes Gonzalez on the inside, a favored position. Now, you see her on the green Kawasaki. You know, she may have taken off in the wrong gear, Paul. She's falling back.
Mercedes falls steadily backwards as they come through the first corner. Everybody through here. Now they begin to string out. Tammy Rice picks up the lead, followed by Snooki Tinnerman, then Tina Clary, Lisa Peterson on the #9 Suzuki, Carla Nelson, and Mercedes Gonzalez.
Now, this is not a mechanical problem for Mercedes. If her bike's okay, this is going to be one terrific show, trying to watch the champ pick her way to the front.
Lisa Peterson on that #9 machine had a bit of a problem getting around that corner as we watch Tammy Rice well out in front, but keep your eye on the #1 of Mercedes Gonzalez as she comes up now to challenge the 5th place rider on number 51. That's Carla Nelson,
who just took 4th from Tina Clary's 3C Honda.
So Mercedes Gonzalez with a bad start now tries to work her way up through the field, and she's got to be real careful picking her way through some of these machines now. Everybody wide in front of her. She's looking for any course that she can find her way through. That's Tina Clary on the #3 machine. The 51C is Carla Nelson.
Now, Mercedes Gonzalez, Paul, is one of the few women motocrossers who regularly, almost every weekend, races with the guys, and here her strength, her conditioning shows.
She just buzzes past 2 riders, no question at all. Now closes down behind the 9S machine. That's Snooki Tinnerman. The fight is for 3rd place. Gonzalez comes to the outside, puts Tinnerman back, and picks up 3rd. Now she sets sight on the 2 yellow machines. Tammy Rice is out in front.
And for the first time, Mercedes has a clear track and is able to use all the horsepower of that 125cc Kawasaki as she sets out in chase of #9, Lisa Peterson, and our leader, Tammy Rice.
And look how fast Mercedes is able to close down. There's Tammy Rice out in front, but currently under challenge from Lisa Peterson. And Peterson has got to know that Mercedes is right behind and beginning to close. 2nd place is Lisa Peterson. She's closing down on the leader as well, so we've got a great fight for the lead. Mercedes tries the inside line, and look at Mercedes as she picks up 2nd place. But can she hold on to it? She stays to the outside on this corner. Peterson and Mercedes almost gets in trouble, trying to use the berm a little bit, but almost loses the back end. Stays in 3rd. Now she comes up to challenge once again. Out in front, still Tammy Rice. Lisa Peterson runs in 2nd place, trying to catch Tammy, and let's see if Peterson can get by. Lisa Peterson picks up the lead. Mercedes comes around Tammy as well. So Peterson has the lead. Mercedes begins the challenge.
Lisa Peterson has never looked over her shoulder, Paul. I doubt that she knows Mercedes Gonzalez is there. But in just a moment, I have a feeling her peripheral vision is going to see the big green Kawasaki wearing the #1 plate. Mercedes closing the leader, and we have got a young lady down. That is Kimberly Morgan, 18K. She has fallen, and she fell on a very hard part of this course.
So the yellow flags will fly, slowing the field as they come through this section, but the battle continues at the front with Mercedes coming up to challenge Lisa Peterson. They're side by side. It's a drag race. Peterson takes a look around and sees that Mercedes is there. Now, they're not going to pass through this zone because of the yellow flags. Now, Peterson gets back into the throttle. Mercedes comes right up behind. They're exercising a little care and caution here, and it's just exactly as it should be. Now they're beyond the yellow zone. Racing resumes once again. Peterson begins to pull away. Mercedes sets sight on 1st place, now tries to close down. That's Mercedes Gonzalez running in 2nd place on the green #1 machine. She has targeted that #9 bike. Can she get up and around Lisa Peterson? In this section, she has been using the outside of the course. Now she tries it again, comes up behind Peterson, ducks to the inside. The distance remains approximately the same.
Well, now that Mercedes has moved this close to the front, Paul, she has kind of backed off a little bit, taking things a little more carefully. She knows that if she just uses her experience and the horsepower at hand, that she can get by for the lead. Maybe.
With all the yellow flags out on the course, you can use that as part of the tactics, but you do have to be careful, certainly when a rider is down. But still, timing yourself into the yellow zone can be critical. We'll continue with this fight when we come back.
Not more than about 15 minutes from Carlsbad Raceway, you can find scenes like this in northern San Diego County. The pounding Pacific Ocean, seagulls surveying their realm and hoping for the opportunity to maybe share lunch with some enterprising surfcasters. Inland a few miles at the raceway itself, things are not quite as pastoral as Kimberly Morgan, rider of the number 18K back, has fallen badly, Paul.
Yeah, and they have decided to put a brace around her neck. Now, it's probably precautionary. They don't want to take any chance, but the yellow flags still fly in that area, and that has been a factor in this battle for the lead. Now, currently out in front is that number 9 machine of Lisa Peterson, but look at Mercedes Gonzalez as she just simply blows by. She's obviously been checking position and has decided that was where to get it done, and now it's adios Mercedes.
Oh, yeah, Mercedes Gonzalez is also mounted on some very fine equipment, and that is not accidental, Paul. Her brother Jose is the support rider director for Kawasaki.
Well, Mercedes Gonzalez is one incredible woman. She is very, very strong. She rides more often with the men than she does with the ladies. She is a truly gifted athlete and has tremendous endurance. Mercedes Gonzalez out in front of the field now. A little bit earlier, Steve Evans had some time to spend with Mercedes.
Hey, girls, in case you think all of the factory help only goes to those hot dog guys, we'll take a look at this operation in the pit area. Mercedes Gonzalez. She's got the big green machine behind her, Kawasaki. Mercedes, you've been doing this for a long time, and you're awfully good at it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I've been doing it for 14 years, so now you still get nervous on the starting line, but you get more adapt to things, and it's pretty much second nature when I hop on a motorcycle.
How do you train? Is it any different than Jeff Ward or Ricky Johnson?
Yeah, because I don't do this as a full-time job. It's really a hobby, so I do work a full-time job, and then twice a week I go out and practice a couple hours on my motorcycles, and 3 times a week I go to the gym, so it's pretty different.
You work on endurance more than strength?
Yeah, I do, because I know the strength-wise the men have the advantage, and I'm never going to develop the same strength they have. So I try to work on endurance and finesse, and I think that's really helped me a lot.
And full-time, Mercedes works for a racing apparel firm, but right now she looks like a very talented pro rider out in front and disappearing from the second-place machine of Lisa Peterson.
You know, Mercedes, Paul, has raced literally all over the world, in Europe and Scandinavia and South America, and there is not a woman on this planet that can challenge her.
There's the fight for third place. Tina Clary on number 3, followed by Tammy Rice, the early leader of this race, and Carla Nelson on 51. Three-way battle for third place, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all together right on the racetrack, with Tammy Rice trying to close on Tina Clary. Now, can Clary hold her off? This is an 8-lap race, unlike the 12 laps that the men would run. It certainly takes a lot out of you. Let's see, can Tammy Rice close down and catch Clary? Now, here comes Carla Nelson trying down on the inside.
Carla Nelson just about ready to enter the picture on the outside, the yellow 51C bike to get a little bit tangled up. Everybody left everybody else a little bit of elbow room. She almost stumbled there, Paul.
Well, Tammy Rice tried to make a comeback after being passed by Nelson, and they almost got together. But now Nelson has decided that she is going to sail ahead and try to catch Tina Clary, who now rides in 3rd place. Now remember, Mercedes Gonzalez is well out in front of this pack and beginning now to disappear. The battle remains here for 3rd place. Tina Clary is 3rd. And then Carla Nelson on the 51 Suzuki. She comes out of Minnesota, coming out here to California to challenge some of the best riders in the world, both men and women.
You know, Paul, this is one of the largest fields of women motocrossers that I've ever seen, especially super talented ones like these gals. And that's because they have come from everywhere, from Texas, from Minnesota, from certainly all over California and Phoenix. They're really dedicated to making this a special race. And there is a special lady, Mercedes Gonzalez. And look at her profile, Paul. They're just showing off a little bit, having some fun.
You know, she doesn't show any fatigue whatsoever. It's like she was on a Sunday afternoon drive, just enjoying it. She is still riding well up on the pegs and coming around the corners with no problem at all, as she is now on her last lap. In 2nd place is Lisa Peterson. She's well out of the picture and unchallenged for 2nd right now. The last corner for Mercedes Gonzalez, and just ahead lies the checkered flag. And there it is. Mercedes Gonzalez has won Moto number 1. Lisa Peterson comes across the line in second place. Mercedes picks up some much-needed points. And the battle is for third place. Can Carla Nelson on 51 catch the 3C machine? Tina Clary. Clary works her way around the slower rider. Tina Zart riding at the back of the field. Currently holds third place. Can she hold it for the remainder of this, the final lap of the race? Mercedes Gonzalez has already won. Lisa Peterson finishes in second place, but the fight is still here for third.
That's right. Tina Clary's biggest challenge right now, Paul, you said it, hanging on physically to the motorcycle. This has been a real grind for some of these gals. Well, she's up on the peg. Still looks like she's got plenty of fight in her.
Tina Clary riding in third place. We focus on her because this is the key to the event right now. The checkered flag lies just ahead. Can she hold on and maintain third place?
It appears that she'll be able to, Paul. She checked over her shoulder to make sure she wasn't getting any pressure, didn't need to gas it any harder than she already is. And you can see the interval there. No problem for her if she can just hang on and keep the motorcycle running.
Well, one thing is for sure, she's not letting up. She's still giving it everything she has. And it looks like fourth and fifth are closing down just a bit. Or as Tina decided they're so far back, I'm going to take it just a little bit easier. No, they begin to close now and seriously challenge. Can Tina Clary hold on? The 51C bike of Carla Nelson beginning to close, as well as Tammy Rice, the early leader. But there's the checkered flag. Tina Clary finishes in third, and she is followed by Carla Nelson and then Tammy Rice. So the first of two motos for the ladies is complete, with Mercedes Gonzalez winning, followed by Peterson, Clary, Nelson, and Tammy Rice. And the points they pick up, combination of the points of this moto and the second one, will determine the overall winner of the day. Now let's go down and talk with Mercedes Gonzalez. Here's Steve Evans.
Well, Mercedes, great job for the first few laps anyway. You had a little competition.
Yeah, I did. It was hard getting off the start, and I wasn't picking my lines very good, and everybody switching lines, so I was kind of being cautious.
And Lisa, she was right there for a while.
Yeah, she was riding really good. I just think once I got my line set, I had a little more speed than her, and my endurance is a little longer.
Give us your impressions of Carlsbad in the wrong direction as we're doing today.
I think it's really good. The downhill's real rough, and you can't go wide open. You have to use your head a little bit. It's a real technical track, and I ride pretty good on technical tracks.
And maybe a little safer. The big speed on the downhill has been cut down.
Yeah, and you don't have the two big jumps coming down the downhill, which kind of scares you sometimes.
Great job.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to Paul.